Let's turn to some more news tonight. And one of the closely watched contests in next week's Illinois primary is the 9th Congressional District to replace Congressman Jan Schakowsky. One of the candidates, Kat Abughazaleh, is a newcomer to politics. Social media influencer is surging in the polls right now, but opponents are raising questions about the persona she puts forward on her YouTube and Instagram posts. Our political reporter, Mary Ann Ahern, spoke to her today about her campaign and tell us what she had to say about it.
Stefan, there are more than a dozen Democrats running for this seat. Maybe you have seen one of her posts or her campaign ads. Abughazaleh is young, recently moved to the Chicago area. Her campaign message is she understands why so many are struggling because she's poor and at one point couldn't afford health insurance. However, that was not always the case.
I don't think Congress should just be 26-year-old extremist researchers or journalists. I think we also need teachers and labor leaders and scientists and public health officials.
Journalist and social media influencer Kat Abughazaleh is creating a buzz as a congressional candidate in the 9th District.
Your rent is here. Your tuition is here.
Just 26 years old, she often appeals to voters on the issue of affordability.
That are renters, that are poor, like myself.
Are you poor?
Am I poor? Right now, yeah. I have depleted my savings. I have been financially independent since I was 21.
College students could tip the scales in who is chosen. Loyola University is where we saw another candidate today, Evanston Mayor Daniel Biss. But will the young voters show up for Abughazaleh?
We'll see if she can actually make this campaign one that's just we can look at and say, wow, the young vote really came out.
Northwestern University political science professor Jaime Dominguez reacts to Abughazaleh's campaign mailers that describe her as working class. One ad says this is the kind of house she grew up in, suggesting a modest home. Her opponents, however, say property records show her family lived in this $3.2 million Dallas mansion. She does not dispute it.
People are not going to vote for you just because they think you're poor or not. It's really going to be about what have you done, what issues are you actually articulating, and how you're going to actually execute.
Are you who you say you are?
Yeah. I mean, this is something this is being treated like some type of shocker, but I was given a lot of opportunities as a kid. I was really lucky to have that. And I also, as an adult, have struggled like so many of my friends have.
Abughazaleh's profile also raised. She was indicted after this incident outside the Broadview ICE facility.
This administration sees me as an enemy.
So with so many names on the ballot, it is way too hard to predict who might win this race, and someone may do so with a slim lead. But clearly, Abughazaleh's opponents think this newcomer has a chance.
You talk about social media, I mean, just the reach that you could have on that platform now.
Right, and others are paying attention.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much, Mary Ann Ahern. Appreciate it.